Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another empties and declutter video. I have a few self-care, skincare, perfume, clothing, and a couple of random household objects that are either empty or they are going to go for one reason or another. I've gotten a couple of new perfumes lately and I'm still not allowing my perfume collection to grow crazily. It's amazing how much easier it is these days for me to make decisions about keeping and letting things go now that I've minimized my collection and it's not just allowed to go crazy. Anyway, if you're new here, I would love if you consider subscribing. On this channel, I do focus a lot on minimalism, decluttering, organization. I do skincare, makeup, other beauty reviews. I do a little bit of fashion. If you like the vibes of my channel and you're also striving for that simple, chic, elegant life, keeping things functional and minimal and stress-free as possible as life will allow, I would love if you would consider subscribing. And I hope that today's video will inspire you to go through and do a little bit of decluttering of your own, or maybe take an inventory of the things you're using and loving and enjoying. And is there a way you can improve on your own inventory or on your own items that you're using? And you can also feel free to head over and follow me on Instagram if you like. And with that out of the way, you guys, let's get started. Good morning, guys. Welcome to my room. I have another declutter for you guys today. This is a mixed bag declutter as usual. There are some, I think, mostly beauty and self-care empties and declutters. There's a couple of clothing items. There's a couple of things that I'm going to be letting go of because they're not working for me. And yeah, just a few random empties and declutters. I've actually been going around my house and doing a ton of decluttering of random things. I've decluttered a whole bunch of the dog stuff that he's not really using, things that we bought that we thought that we would need or that would come in handy, and they either don't work at all or he doesn't like them or something like that. It's amazing how much money animals cost, especially a dog. Cats, I feel, are so easy. As long as you get the food right, everything else kind of is very simple. But with dogs, there's so much trial and error. Anyways, there's been a lot of doggy stuff that we've had to get rid of. And I also recently decluttered the junk drawer in the kitchen, the Tupperware cupboard, but sometimes it's not that exciting, or I just don't have the time to get out the camera and actually film that for you guys. But yeah, this stuff is a little bit more exciting, a little bit more fun. I like to see what people are using up. I like to see what people are loving and not loving when it comes to clothing and perfume and skincare and stuff like that. So I saved all of the really fun stuff for you guys in today's video. And I know that a lot of you really love my empties and declutters videos. So let's carry on the trend. Let's keep it going. My goal in 2024 is not so much to declutter, but more to curate. I feel like the word declutter always sounds like you're just getting rid of stuff. But for me in 2024, it's not just about having less stuff. It's about having better things and honing in on those things that are perfect for me and simplifying things. I think in 2023, I really did a lot of retail therapy and I started to kind of just go wild with well, why not have 5 different moisturizers and why not have 10 different foundations if I like them all? But the truth is I don't need that much stuff. It's going to take me forever to get through all that stuff. So this year, I really want to hone in on what are my favorites. I want to be really consistent. I want to have some clarity. It feels like such a weight has been lifted off my shoulders when I clear out space and when I have less stuff. And when you clear out space and you have less stuff, you can finally focus on what really matters. And you can focus on the things that really make you happy and creating a good routine for yourself and actually doing good things for yourself and a proper lifestyle. But when you have all this stuff weighing you down, it's really, really hard to focus on those parts of your life because you're just so busy maintaining and storing and cleaning everything. And it's amazing how when you get rid of visual clutter, as you can see, I have very little on my bed and on my nightstand and stuff like that. But yeah, when you get rid of the visual clutter, it's amazing how then the mental space in your head frees up as well. Your soul, everything just feels cleansed when you get rid of stuff you're not loving, stuff you're not using, and stuff that is no longer serving you. And also, you guys, I want to say as well, 2024 is my era of using things up. Not just putting dents in things, not just trying things, but actually getting to the bottom of things. This is my era of using things up. I've been really loving getting to the bottom of containers, getting to the bottom of bottles. Things I have been loving, I want to use them the whole way through. This year, I think for me, it's going to be about curation and getting value out of everything that I have and everything that I use and being a little bit more intentional with where I'm putting my money. So with that out of the way, you guys, let's get started in this declutter and empties. All right, the first item is a pair of jeans. So these are a nice pair of jeans. There's nothing wrong with them. I just know myself and I don't wear jeans. I don't reach for them. Very, very rare. I have to like force myself to put on a pair of jeans, especially a pair of blue jeans. I don't know why. They're just not my vibe. It really kind of sucks because they look good on me. They're flattering. My boyfriend would love if I would wear jeans more often. He thinks they look great on me. But at the end of the day, we all have our own style. We all have things that work for us particularly. And, you know, denim, although being very stylish, can be very stylish and looks really nice, also is like a country western kind of thing. That's what it was developed for, I think. That's what it's used for primarily. And I don't know what it is, but every time I put on a pair of jeans, I feel like I should be out working at a farm somewhere. And that's not to say that when people wear jeans, they look like they just left a farm. And that's also not to say that there's anything wrong with a farm. But when I put on a pair of jeans, instead of, for example, versus a nice white skirt or a pretty tailored pair of pleated linen shorts or something like that, or a dress, if I put on jeans as opposed to those items, I just don't feel my best self. And that's all there is to it. It's not about whether something is inherently good or bad. It's just about how does it make you feel. So I would encourage you, if you're going through your own wardrobe, ask yourself the same question. How do you feel when you wear those items? How do you feel when you put them on? Is that gut feeling good or bad? Is it positive or negative? Does it make you feel like, yes, this is so good, this is so me, I want to wear this? Or is it like, it's cute, but they're nice, but, and you kind of know deep down inside what that feeling is. And for me, I actually just found a couple pairs of jeans from Zara. One, the wash is a little bit different. They don't really look like a jean. They're more, I mean, they do look like a jean, but the wash is a little bit different. They're sort of like, they're denim, but they're like a light, almost a greenish gray, like a really light gray denim. So they are almost more like a pant. And I just feel better in them versus like this kind of, I don't know what you call this, like acid wash blue denim. They're just not me. And I don't know, they just don't make me feel 100%. So they just have to go. I really have to quit purchasing jeans. Yeah, I have to be so careful with jeans because jeans is that thing in my wardrobe that I keep telling myself, you need a pair of jeans. Every woman needs jeans. And that's just not true. No woman or man needs a particular thing in their wardrobe. I think to my boyfriend sometimes when I think about fashion and how I would love sometimes to see him in like a really nice like wool coat, like a nice dress coat. And I think it would look great on him, but that's just not his style. He's never going to wear it. As much as, you know, you would think that every man needs a nice dress coat, it's just not his style. He's not going to wear a coat like that. And so it's just like me. I'm just not going to wear jeans very often. And if I do, they have to be a very specific wash, a very specific fit, and I have to be able to make them work in my wardrobe. And these are just sitting there and I have to force myself to wear them. I have to pack them when I go on vacation and I have to tell myself, okay, once on this vacation, I'm going to wear these jeans. Once on this trip, I'm going to wear these jeans. I have to like force myself to, whereas all my other clothes, my skirts, my shorts, my staples, I don't have to force myself. I just reach for them automatically and I feel good in them. So that right there is the difference. So anyway, it's always a work in progress. You think that you know what you're doing. You think that you know your fashion, your style, and what works for you. But it's like every month, every year, I'm discovering more and more that sometimes I really don't know. And I'm still like trying to force myself to wear certain things. Okay, the next thing that's going to go is actually 2 pairs of compression socks. I do have compression socks and I don't wear them a whole lot because you know what, you guys, I realized I was like, I'm at home more than I'm at work and I never wear compression socks when I'm at home. So I was like, and I don't sit around all day when I'm at home either. I'm not a person who sits on the couch all day or is sitting there watching TV and has my feet up. I'm always busy. I'm always doing things. I'm always either cleaning the house or going to the gym or doing something with the dog, or I'm organizing or I'm decorating or I'm always doing something. Like I have my hobbies. I very, very rarely just sit around. And so I thought, if I'm not wearing compression socks at home, why am I doing it at work? Because I probably sit more at work than I do at home, to be honest. This doesn't even make sense. So anyway, I did keep a couple pairs of compression socks because if I don't know, if for some reason I'm working like a whole bunch of shifts in a row and it's really busy, they might come in handy. But these 2 pairs of socks in particular just can go. They have like different like seams in them and stuff. This pair in particular has seams in it because it's got like these pretty little coffee mugs on them, and it actually leaves indentations in my skin, which is really not good for your skin. It's also not good for circulation. So they're probably doing more harm than good. These two pairs here in particular are very tight. They're not comfortable. They give me ingrown toenails. I mean, they're just not a vibe. They gotta go. These next two items are actually two kind of like pajama sleepwear items. They're made of lace and cotton. I never ever wear them. I have worn the gray one with the green lace. I've worn it once, and I have never worn this white one. And so I get these things with good intentions, thinking I need something that makes me feel feminine when I go to sleep at night. No, what you need when you go to sleep at night is something comfortable that's going to allow you to get a good night's sleep. That's what you need. If you want to be feminine and cute and flirty, there's a time and a place. You can find something nice for that moment, but then when you go to sleep at night, you know, wear your comfortable, cotton, breathable things that are going to allow you to get a great sleep. Nobody's looking at you when you're sleeping, you know, judging how cute you are. So like, forget about it. I don't know, you guys, maybe if I was in my early 20s and didn't have a kid, didn't have a dog, I don't know, maybe, but at this point in my life, I'm prioritizing comfort and sleep, you know, and that's that. I'll dress up during the day, but I don't need to be all fancy schmancy when my head hits the pillow, aside from using silk pillowcases. The next item is actually an empty. This is the Bausch & Lomb Sensitive Eyes Multi-Purpose Solution for contacts. I actually haven't been wearing my contacts as much lately. I don't feel that I need them on an every single day basis. I'm not that blind. And you kind of get used to it. Like, you kind of get used to the distance being a little blurry, and it's like not that big of a deal. But when I want to be able to see clearly, like if I'm on vacation or if I'm traveling or something like that, and I actually need to have good vision and want to be able to take in all of my surroundings, I'll put them in. But honestly, for the most part, I haven't been using contacts. So one of these has been lasting me a really long time. The next item that I'm going to be decluttering is actually another Scentsy wax bar. This is the Vanilla Barnwood. It's really nice, but I don't think I'm going to gravitate toward it. It's kind of a vanillic, woody fragrance, but it has this kind of citrus touch to it as well. And while it is a nice scent and there's nothing wrong with it, I tend to gravitate more toward those sweet, kind of vibrant, bright gourmand scents. For example, sugar cookie, something that's like sweet and bright and pretty, not too like buttery or too thick or too sickening. But that's just what I like for my house to smell like. Or I like mint, vanilla, those kind of things. Or I like something that smells fresh like laundry. So this just, something about it I just don't like. So Vanilla Barnwood, I'm actually going to pass on. The next item that I'm going to pass on or declutter is this Olay Regenerist Shea Butter Peptide 24 Rich Cream. When I did my moisturizers ranking, and I ranked all of my moisturizers I tried in 2023 from best to worst, this was one of the ones, this was on the very last. It was one of the very last ones. And the reason for that is that even though it is a nice cream and it's fairly rich and fairly moisturizing, after it dries down, it doesn't leave my skin feeling super nourished and super moisturized. If I'm comparing it to Sunday Riley, it doesn't even compare in how much I love it. And certainly with La Mer, which I also had the opportunity to try, this doesn't even hold a candle to how my skin feels with the La Mer moisturizer. If you guys missed my La Mer review, it is one of the last videos uploaded on my channel, so definitely check that out. I shared my thoughts on La Mer, whether or not it was worth it. But yeah, so this is going to go. I'm going to see if my mom wants it maybe, because she might appreciate it, but this just is not going to work for me. I'm also going to pass along the Aveeno Common Restore Nourishing PHA Exfoliating for Sensitive Skin face wash. So this is a gentle face wash that is designed for sensitive skin that also has a polyhydroxy acid in it. So it's supposed to help with brightening and exfoliating and hydrating. I'm just a little bit leery about using anything that has any kind of acids in it at the moment. And I just really need to stick to basics. I need to stick to retinol, like as I can tolerate it, a vitamin C serum, and sunscreen and moisturizer. That's really it. And my 2-step cleanse, my oil cleanse. But acids and me, I'm not going to be going down the acid lane. I just don't think my skin can handle it, and I don't want to mess things up. I just want to keep it real basic. The next item is actually a bubble bath. So this is the Calgon Take Me Away Japanese Cherry Blossom Bubble Bath. As you can see, I have used half of the container. I am somebody who's very prone to pH imbalances and things like that, and they're just not good for sitting in. I still do enjoy Epsom salts, but I just want to steer clear of the bubble bath. It's just increasing my risk of dry skin, potential irritation, infections, all of that kind of stuff. It's just not something I need to be sitting in, and I do enjoy my baths pretty frequently, and this one actually gave me some problems. So it's funny because the Dr. Teal's one, I didn't notice anything in particular. Like the Dr. Teal's I felt was a lot more gentle, but this one here actually was quite irritating for me. So the next thing is another empty. This is the Scentsy Vanilla Bean Buttercream scent bar. So I went through the entire scent bar of this. I really enjoyed it. Like I told you guys, for my house, I prefer things like sugar cookie, vanilla. I like mint. I like things that smell either fresh and laundry clean or super warm and cozy and gourmand. Nothing too strong. Yeah, so this was really nice and definitely like a good staple. Also, this fragrance is good to mix and match with other scents from Scentsy if you just want to add a little bit of a vanilla touch to whatever it is that you have going in your Scentsy warmer. The next empty that I have is actually a product I didn't use the entire way through, but I just dumped this out into another container. This is the Seaweed Bath Co. Hydrate Body Cream with kukui oil and hyaluronic acid. This was supposed to be a quote-unquote dupe of the La Mer face cream, which I recently was able to try and absolutely fell in love with, but the price tag is crazy. And so I went on a hunt looking for dupes, and at the end of the day, like I told you guys in my La Mer review video, if you really want something, I think you should just get the real thing, because you're never going to be happy with a dupe unless it's literally an exact carbon copy of that item. So anyway, this is a beautiful cream, not something I'd want to put on my face though. It's very hydrating, very rich, very moisturizing, absolutely beautiful if you have dry skin, beautiful for the body. So I just emptied this out into my Jergens body lotion container. I frequently will do that if I have multiples of body lotions and I'm trying to use them up. I'll just like squeeze them all out into one large container and use them all that way, because especially when it comes to body lotion, it's not going to make a big difference. It really reduces visual clutter and gets rid of a few extra bottles in the bathroom. Another body lotion that is an empty for me, and this one I actually did use the entire container right from this this tube here, is the Gold Bond Age Renew Retinol Overnight Face and Body Retinol and Peptide Complex Lotion. This is, I think, the second one of these I've shown you guys that I've gone the entire way through. I actually have a large pump bottle of this because I love it so much. So once I'm through, now that I'm through with this, I can use my pump bottle. And as I've told you guys in other videos, I really like this lotion. It's very hydrating, very moisturizing, but I like it because I want to apply retinol to my entire body, not just to my face. I think it's going to be a good long-term kind of benefit for my skin going forward. It was just a lot more economically feasible to get the large container of this because I do use this pretty frequently. I would say I put this on my skin every second or third night after I get out of the tub, and I alternate between this and an alpha hydroxy acid lotion, which helps with exfoliating and bumpy skin, rough skin, dry skin, things like that, and also just my normal Jergens, which is just good for hydrating. Next, I have a watch that I'm actually going to be decluttering, and this is kind of sad for me because I really like this watch and I've worn it quite a few times, but I'm just kind of over the round face. I just really have been liking the look of a rectangular face on a watch, and as it is, I don't wear a watch every single day, so I don't really need that many watches to choose from. In one of my last declutter videos, I decluttered a Michael Kors watch that also had a round face, and it was a beautiful watch. There was nothing wrong with it, but I'm just kind of over, you know, the style, I guess. Yeah, so this is a Rebecca Minkoff. It's very pretty. I believe I still have the links somewhere in this house. I just have to dig them out, put it together, and then I can either sell this or donate it or give it to somebody. It's a really nice watch. It looks beautiful on, but I just don't need that many watches to choose from, especially when I'm sort of just over this aesthetic. The next empty is my Vanicream Gentle Facial Cleanser for sensitive skin. This is such a lovely cleanser. It's also so affordable. It's really good for my skin. It doesn't irritate my skin. It doesn't dry it out. I do have a new cleanser coming that I want to try, and that is the Fresh cleanser from Sephora. It just looked really nice and I heard really good things about it, but it's kind of expensive. So it's going to have to be very gentle and very nice on my skin, and I'm going to have to absolutely 100% love it if I want to use it. So since I'm out of this one, I don't really have a lot of other cleansers left. I have the CeraVe Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser, which tends to be a little too stripping on my skin when I'm having skin irritation. And I have also the CeraVe Gentle cleanser, the Hydrating Gentle Cleanser, which is just a lotion cleanser, like a cream cleanser. And I just don't like it. I just don't like the CeraVe Hydrating Cream Cleanser. It just is not cosmetically elegant. I don't like the way that it smells or feels on my skin. And believe it or not, you guys, believe it or not, it's so weird, but the CeraVe Hydrating Cream Cleanser actually hurts my skin sometimes. Like, I don't know what the deal is. It's so bizarre. Like, this never ever hurts my skin, even though this foams up, but there's something in the CeraVe Hydrating Cream Cleanser that actually, if my skin's irritated, it actually kind of hurts. I don't know. Like, you would think that when my skin was irritated, I should go for the most gentle, basic cream cleanser and it should be fine, but it actually kind of hurts. And so, yeah, so I really don't have much left in my cabinet for cleansers. So right now I'm kind of stuck using my CeraVe and I'm not loving it. So I was on the hunt for a gentle, like hydrating cleanser. So yeah, I'm going to try this one from Fresh and see how it is, and we'll just go from there. But I definitely do recommend the Vanny Cream. And if I can't find anything that I like, that I really, really like, the Vanny Cream will just be a repurchase. It'll just be what I'll probably end up going back to. Another item that is an empty for me is the Macadamia Natural Oil Deep Repair Mask. So this is my second empty of the, oh, there's just a little, oh, there's a little bit left. I guess I can put that in the shower. But this is my second empty of this product, and I really enjoy it. It is a really good deep repair mask for your hair. It's much more affordable than a lot of the ones you can get from Sephora, but I actually have a Jizu hair mask in the shower at the moment, and I'm going through that. And once I'm done the Jizu, then I guess we'll see what I'm going to use. But it actually takes me a really long time to go through hair masks because I don't use them every single time I shampoo my hair, condition my hair, and I only wash my hair once every like 4 days. It just takes me forever to go through things like this, so I'm not in the market for any more deep moisturizers for my hair. Once I'm done the Jizu, I will reevaluate, and I'll probably honestly try something different just because I like trying new things, and I'm not like 100% hooked. Like, it's not like I have to keep purchasing the macadamia and I don't have to keep purchasing the Jizu. They haven't made holy grail status, we'll put it that way. All right, the next item that I'm going to be decluttering is actually perfume, and I haven't really had a lot of perfume declutters lately because I haven't had enough new purchases in my collection to warrant having to do a declutter. But I did recently get a couple of new perfumes, and I have a couple of vanilla perfumes that are just really, really great. I love wearing them. And this one I don't love wearing so much. This is the Replica Whispers in the Library. I do like it, but I kind of only got it because I wanted a replica perfume. In my collection, I wanted a good replica perfume that I could wear. I wanted one that would look pretty sitting out on a tray, sitting on my dresser. I really like the packaging. I really like the labeling and stuff. They're very beautiful. But as it sits, I still don't have a full bottle of a replica perfume. I think out of all the replica perfumes that are on the market, probably my favorite scent to actually wear is Coffee Break. All of the other ones, there isn't a replica scent that I actually love to wear. This one included. This one's really nice. It's cozy, it's warm, but at the end of the day, I'm much more likely to choose one of my other vanilla perfumes. This one I only ever spray on just for something to spray on. It's not special to me. It's not something I'm absolutely head over heels in love with. And like I said, I pretty much just bought it because I wanted a replica perfume. I wanted something that was pretty, sitting out, looks really nice, is very aesthetic, but I just don't want my perfume collection to grow crazily, and I would rather pass this on to somebody who will get use out of it. The next item is another empty, and this is the Pharmacy Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer. So this is a second container for me, you guys. This moisturizer has reached a holy grail status for me, although I have a couple of holy grail moisturizers at this point, the other one being the Sunday Riley Ice Ceramide Moisturizer. So this was a large container. This was a limited time large container. Actually, I want to smell it. Yeah, it's so nice. I just really, really like this one. So this one has honey in it, has ceramides, very, very good for the skin. Honey is actually really, really good for the skin. The only thing I would say that I don't like about this moisturizer is the container is kind of hard to get the product out of because of the way that it's shaped. It does have a magnetic cap on it, so you can put a wooden or a metallic spatula on the cap, and it's easy to easy to reach. And my skin loves this, and I love this. Currently, I'm trying to work through the moisturizers I have. I have a couple of open bottles, so I'm not going to be repurchasing this at this point. But this is a moisturizer I would 10 out of 10 recommend if you have dry, sensitive skin, if you just want a really nice moisturizer. This is so beautiful. Like I said, it's my second purchase of this. And if I use up an entire container of moisturizer, that tells you something. That tells you I really like it, because I've been trying a lot of moisturizers over the last couple of years. So yeah, happy to be done with this. I actually have just a little bit left of this in my travel container that I take with me when I go away on vacation, so I can continue to enjoy it when I'm away on the weekends. The next item is another empty. This is the CeraVe Skin Renewing Cream Serum. So like I told you guys, this is my era of wanting to use things up. This is my year of using things up, getting my dollar's worth, enjoying what I'm using. I'm loving using things up. It is so satisfying when you get to the bottom of a bottle, because it lets you know that you really enjoyed a product, and it also lets you know that you got your money's worth. So this is a retinol serum, and I wasn't putting this on my face. I was putting this on my neck, chest, and backs of hands every single night. I wasn't really consistent with it for a while, and then I started getting more consistent, and I think it's making a really big noticeable difference in the quality of the skin on my hands. The thing is, we pay so much attention to our face. We pay so much attention to what we're putting on our face, but we don't always pay a lot of attention to what we're putting on our neck and our hands. Your hands are one of the very first thing that ages you. Your hands are one of the very first thing that shows age, because we don't think about them. We neglect them. We constantly wash them. We don't put as many good products on them, and they're also always exposed to light. They're outside of our shirt. When we're driving, your hands are sitting on the steering wheel in direct sunlight. Not me, because I hide them. I started getting really, really picky about what I allowed to be exposed to the sun, even when I drive. Like, if the sun is on the steering wheel, I will consciously move my hands to a different part of the steering wheel to avoid the sun being on them, because you don't realize it, but over the years, you guys, the sun damage really adds up, and it starts to make your hands look old. So anyway, this I was starting to religiously put on my neck, chest, backs of hands. No irritation whatsoever. Didn't love it for my face, because I'm kind of bougie that way, and I like something that's a little bit more fun and pretty and smells nice, and like, I like all the fancy packaging. I like all the bells and whistles. But this was a really good, affordable, basic retinol for the neck, the chest, the backs of hands. And now I am actually working my way through the Oil of Olay Regenerist. All right, the next item is another perfume. I never thought I would be saying this, because I really, really love this perfume. This is Armani Privé Santal Dancha. This is a beautiful sandalwood fragrance. Yeah, it's a beautiful sandalwood. It's very fresh. It's very pretty. It has cardamom in it. It has a little bit of spice to it. It has a little bit of bergamot in the opening. It's a very fresh, pretty, rather feminine take, sparkling feminine take on a sandalwood. However, if you follow me on Instagram, you would see that I recently got my hands on Santal 33 from Le Labo. And again, it's so funny how much our taste in perfume can change, because a year ago I was telling you guys Santal 33 was too heavy for me, it was too masculine, it was too woody, and I much preferred the Santal Dancha because it was brighter and more sparkling and more feminine, also half the price. This has good performance as well, and it's just a beautiful, elegant perfume, one of the most elegant smelling perfumes in my entire collection. But now that I have Santal 33, I don't need 2 sandalwood perfumes. And you guys know I'm trying to keep my perfume collection to a manageable, minimal number. And I have approximately like 10 to 13 perfumes right now. I want to say, I haven't counted them, but I don't want that number to keep going out of control. If I bring anything into my collection and I do allow it to grow, it has to be something unique that I don't already have. And I just have been really liking the Santal. So I will do a perfume haul video and share with you guys all the new things I have in my collection, which isn't a ton. There's just a couple of them. But yeah, this one can go. Somebody out there will give it more love than I will. All right, the next item is a skincare product, and this is the Sunday Riley Luna Sleeping Night Oil. This has retinol and blue tansy in it. And this is a lovely, lovely retinol oil. I went through the entire container. It took me forever. I actually started putting it on my body toward the end just to use it up, because like I told you guys, I'm not interested in, I mean, I really enjoy this, don't get me wrong, but once I get to a point where I'm like, I'm kind of tired of something, I don't know if it's the best thing for me. I don't know if it's doing for me what something else could do for me. There's something I want to use more. I'm not going to force myself to spend 6 months or something trying to get through a product. I'm just going to use it up either as quickly as I can by putting it on my body or using more of it or using it more frequently or whatever, or I will just straight up pass it along because I'm not in a point in my life where I want to waste my time forcing myself to get through something if I'm kind of over it, you know? So this was a lovely product, but I kid you guys not, this was taking me forever to get through, like forever, which is great because it's kind of pricey. And if you do buy it, it will last you a really long time. It's a beautiful blue oil-based retinol for your face. It goes on blue, but it rubs in completely clear. It's very relaxing. It's extremely gentle. I was using this every single night with no irritation, and I was using a lot of it and absolutely no irritation. It is so incredibly gentle and wonderful if you're just starting out in the world of retinols or retinoids, but I really wanted to dig into my Skin Medica because when I was using my Skin Medica, that was where I saw a lot of really great changes with my skin. It's just a little bit stronger, and yeah, this was just taking forever. So I started using it on my body, on my neck. I just started going ham with it until I went through it because I didn't want it to go to waste, but I wanted to move on. So, all right, 2 products left, you guys. So this is a hair oil. This is the Playa Ritual Hair Oil. I am so sad about this, like extremely sad. I can't even tell you. Somebody told me that this company was owned by Morphe and that Morphe is going out of business or something, and that's why you can't get this anymore. This was the best hair oil I have ever used in my life on my hair. I love it so much. It smells amazing. It made my hair feel amazing. It's not really heavy. It says that it has apricot seed oil, oil of kukui, and sunflower oil. And it just smells amazing. It's very lightweight. It really saturates into my hair shaft. It does not leave my hair feeling greasy. I started applying this especially to the ends of my hair because I've been trying to grow my hair out. I haven't gotten a haircut in a year, you guys, like I think a year now because so I had COVID a year ago, lost a whole bunch of hair. And then actually, like after I had COVID, I got a haircut and the hairdresser cut off too much hair. So I was devastated because already I had a haircut where she cut off too much. And then I later lost like half my hair because of the sickness. So I was trying to grow my hair out. So I haven't been getting haircuts or anything. I've just been very gentle with my hair. I don't apply a lot of heat. Most days I just put it back in a bun, and I just started going crazy applying oil to my ends because I really wanted my hair to grow and be healthy and nourished. And my hair is down past the middle of my back now. So anyways, love this oil, and I'm so devastated that I can't find it again because had I known that it was going to go out of business, I would have bought backups. I just don't even know where to begin now. So a lot of people have recommended the Olaplex hair bonding oil. I did get a container of that and it's okay. It's nice. I'm sure it's good for my hair, but this was just like, everything about it was perfect. It was such a lightweight oil. It just smells beautiful. Like it just has this beautiful, soft, like, I don't know. I'm so sad that it's like not available anymore. If anybody knows where I can find this, please write me on Instagram and tell me. I have really fine hair, by the way. This was really good. It didn't weigh my hair down and I just loved it and I'm so sad. All right, and my last empty, which was the topic of one of my more recent videos, is the La Mer Creme de la Mer Moisturizing Cream. So I did get this as a sample from Holt Renfrew when I ordered one of my perfumes, and I really wish that I hadn't because I have discovered a demon now that I can't get out of my head. So I used up this entire container, you guys. There's just like a tiny bit left, and man, you guys, I love this. I am so addicted to this cream. I told you guys in my La Mer review video that, well, if you want to see my full review, you can check it out. You can see all my thoughts. I also tried 2 dupes, including the Nivea cream dupe and the Seaweed Bath Co., which was supposed to be a dupe. And I love this cream, you guys. I love it so much, and I really want a container. It's crazy expensive. For 15 milliliters, it's $150. For 30 milliliters, it's $280, and for 60 milliliters, it's $500. So I'm trying to justify in my head the price because unless anybody can tell me exactly, like, is there another exact dupe of this? Like, I'm talking, I want it to smell the same, look the same, feel the same, and have all the same ingredients, and have pretty packaging preferably. If you can find me a dupe, tell me. I'm not trying to be a snob. I just love this cream, and I used the whole thing up and it just was wonderful. My skin absolutely loved it. I have dry, sensitive skin. I'm acclimating to retinols. Here in Canada, we've been having really cold, dry weather. Ever since we got the puppy, I spend a lot more time outside, so I walk around outside with my dog. My skin gets windburn and all this other stuff. Like, it's been hard. It's been a hard winter on my skin, basically. And my skin just absolutely gobbled up the moisture in this, you guys. It feels so nice. It's super hydrating and moisturizing without being greasy. I go to bed with like this glazed donut look, and I wake up just feeling, my skin just feels beautiful, and I've become kind of addicted to it, to the way it feels. It's very thick. It's kind of almost pasty, almost a little bit heavy. In a sense, you have to really work it in and rub it into your skin, and I think that's why a lot of people don't like it. But after about the second or third night of me using this, you guys, I loved it and have been kind of like on the hunt either for a good deal or a good dupe or something. So this is an empty. I'm probably going to hold on to this container just because there is a tiny, tiny bit left, like enough left for maybe half a use, maybe one more use. It has this beautiful, subtle, like slightly floral, slightly baby powdery scent to it. And I'm just literally obsessed with it. I wish I wasn't. Those people at Holt Renfrew, those sales associates, they are so smart because they know that if they give you a sample, you're going to be hooked. They know it. And that's what they did. And now I'm hooked. So that is my last empty in today's video, you guys. And this could potentially be a repurchase. I'm not going to lie. Like I told you guys in my review video of this, I think it really depends on where you want to put your money, and I think it's all relative. Like, yes, this is expensive, but also I also have about $400 worth of face creams sitting in my linen closet right now, not being used every single day because I just wanted to try so many, right? So I bought like 4 or 5 face creams. That's more expensive than one tub of this. Like, I could have just gone with one tub of this and been done with it for a night cream. Also, I want to say that if I do get a tub of this, I will probably only use it as my night cream, not my night and morning cream. So it will last me a really long time. Creams last me a really long time anyway. And so I'm really thinking I might just bite the bullet and get a tub of this and call it a day, and probably get the 30 ml and just see like how long I can make it stretch. You know, if I can make a 30 ml last me like a few months, I think that's totally 100% worth it. So anyway, that's the last empty in today's video. Let me know if you guys have tried the La Mer and what your thoughts are. So that was it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope that this video gave you a little bit of inspiration to do your own decluttering, and I'll see you all very soon in my next one. Bye for now.